You're watching 2-Minute Tips with passion for pigs veterinary service, inspiration, education, and motivation to improve your herd and your business.
Hey team, hey, thanks again for joining us here at Passion for Pigs. I'm Steve Patterson with Passion for Pigs, and I've got a good client, a friend with me today, Dustin Coleman. We're going to talk about a relatively new product to the industry called FerAppease, a pheromone, which we've been using now in the swine industry to help reduce cortisol and adrenaline, and how it might play into the farrowing house situation. So, Dustin, tell us how you're using FerAppease.
Yeah, so we're using FerAppease pre-farrow and post-farrow. We're using it pre-farrow to calm sows down before they have pigs, to try to help them through that process. And then we're actually using them post-farrowing 24 hours before we wean them to kind of take some of that stress level off of them and then keep them a little more calm as they're coming out of the farrowing house and getting ready for breeding.
Right. So again, FerAppease reduces adrenaline and cortisol. When we think of it in that manner, we're reducing stress. So again, when we're putting them in the farrowing crate, we're calming them down. I know I've had some guys use it for savaging animals, especially on young ones that are very anxious and might be injuring the piglets. And then again, at weaning time to reduce some of that stress. I mean, obviously, you're taking that sow off full feed. She's going to swell up. There's going to be some pain involved. So FerAppease helps reduce that and gives us a better breeding back experience. So,
yeah, and also we're seeing in our nursery and our goat development units, if we have animals that are dominant and wanting to fight, we'll go through and we'll spray the entire room with that, and it knocks them down for about 14 days from doing all the fighting. And then also we've been spraying pigs with it 24 hours pre-wean, and we've seen a big difference on pig movement, so much that our truck drivers wondering why they maybe not move as well because they're so calm. so that's a really good benefit. Once they get to the nursery, they're eating better, faster.
And the data in the nursery, which you don't get to necessarily see because they're selling those pigs, but the data in the nursery is supporting lower death rate, like 1 to 1.5%, and improved weight to gain, or about 2 pounds added weight in that 6-week nursery period. So the guy buying your pig is certainly getting a benefit. So anyways, hey, again, appreciate you coming on today with us. Thank you for joining us with 2-Minute Tips. Take a look at FerAppease. It's got a place on your farm wherever those animals are being stressed. So thank you very much.